Hello folks, and welcome back to Hardspace Shipbreaker. Okay, we got an ichthyologist. Oh, because the mackerel. Cute, because it's a fish. No, I get it. I get it. It's very clever. Alright, we do have the rod that we can go and repair on our ship. Let's do that now.
Hi, I'm Shippy. Need help with a triple pot bypass? Let me know.
Hey, we've actually got all the pieces here. Fantastic. There you go.
Successful transplant. Nice
Yeah.
job.
Easy.
My
No
prognosis
problem.
is your ship will be awesome in
Ion
no time.
coil. Found in thermal spreaders. We've seen thermal spreader before. I have not disassembled them before, but that's doable. So we know they're on ships we can access. How's my equipment doing? My equipment is okay. It's in good shape. It's okay. We do have some links tokens. Let's go ahead and see if I can get some stuff on my... Right. No oxygen thing yet. I can at least do this. And maybe get a little bit for the fuses to be a little louder. That'd be great. Actually, we'll just do that all the way. That's fantastic. Thank you. Get a little more health on my suit. Maybe I don't burn to death, you know, if there's an accident. Can't find anything else there. 29, I'm pretty sure we're stuck. Oh, there we go. I can get a little bit more top speed. I don't really want a better top speed. I want a better braking. And fuel capacity. But braking's really what I want. I want better brakes. I don't want more speed. More speed seems like a bad idea. More range for the grapple doesn't really matter. Although I guess... Nah, I don't really want that. Strength is good. I don't care about the range. I think the same here is true for the cutter as well. I don't really care about anything here. I mean, heat capacity would be nice, but we need to wait till 16 for that. Might as well save the tokens then. We're nearly to 16. We're very close. One more ship will totally do it. So let's look at our ships. Okay, so that's done. The Mathis has an ion coil. Class 2 reactor, which scares me a little bit, but everything else should be fine. What other level 8 do we have? This one's only a Class 1 reactor, but it does not have the ion coil. Ion coils might only be with the Class 2 reactors. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. There'd be a lot of heat from those. This one's a little troublesome because there's a big giant fuel container in the middle, and last time we did blow up basically the entire ship. We were fortunately very far away when we did it, but that was a little troublesome. So maybe we stay away from these for right now. We've done the Gecko. We've totally done the Gecko before, I think. Yeah, heavy industrial. Okay, you know what? Sure. Let's do it. Let's grab the ion coil. It's probably going to be a 2-shift job for sure. If not 3, but we'll see. But yeah, sure, why not? We'll go ahead and grab the Mathis here. Let's do it. Okay. Hopefully not too complicated. I don't think we need anything else here. Maybe a little bit of fuel, but we'll pick up that later. Alright, first things first, we've got to make sure to evacuate the atmosphere. And inside here... Yep, it's all got atmosphere. Okay. Where the hell's the entrance? Gotta be an airlock in here somewhere. Anywhere? Is there actually a way into the ship? There's gotta be a way into the ship, come on. I can totally evacuate, like, just pushing that. What is that? An armor plate. Weird the armor plate's only in specific spots? That seems super strange. How the hell do you get into the ship? Maybe you do have to pop the armor plating? I mean, that's one way to evacuate the atmosphere, but I'd prefer not to do it that way. There's no glass in the cockpit. I mean, this is apparently a fighter. If it's got armor plating, there's a reason for it. Maybe it's on the underside? Nope. Okay, how the hell do you get in? No airlock whatsoever, huh? Am I missing it? Oh, there we go. There's an airlock over here. Oh, I just missed it? Yep, there we go. Okay, there's actually 2. Okay. We should should probably go ahead and open both of them.
Airlock depressurizing.
Okay, that was easy. Okay, so it's a big airlock. Got it. Hopefully the depressurization chamber actually works.
Airlock pressurizing.
What do we got? Give me some light in here. Wow, that was actually worse. There's light doesn't actually help. Well, there's the reactor. Kind of sideways, which is weird, but okay. That's the other airlock. I don't need that right now. This is super dark. Even with my helmet light on, it does not seem to matter. Okay, there is the... Okay, there we go. The atmosphere chamber there. That's a power cell in there. Okay, good to know. How about close the door? Why would you do that to me?
Air pressure level decreasing.
Why would you do that to me? You know I need that open. You absolutely know I need that open. Crap on a stick. Can I repressurize that thing? Yeah, it'll repressurize.
Air pressure level increasing.
Okay. So there's got to be a better way to do this. Hold on. Activate this door console. Yeah, because see, this is still... Okay, maybe... I'm trying to think of, like, how you make this. Look at this. There's like 3 different doors in here. We pulled this one. It's going to do the same thing, isn't it? It's going to close the doors. I need to break the doors first, I think. Otherwise, this isn't going to work. There's like 3 different areas here. Okay, grab the things you want first. Like, you know, this is a rod. Not a bad idea. Got a piston. Sure, why not? That's an access panel for the radiation shielding, which is fine. Anything else in here we want? I thought there were some wires in here. Yeah, there we go. The wire's right there. And if I were to break this first... There's no... Oh, there is the glass, actually. There's glass right there. Pop the glass. That would definitely make things happen. But I think... Okay, what if we pull... Thing is, there's an atmosphere deregulator and weird... There's one at every stage. But how does that work? Maybe... Can I leave? Can I, like, press the button and go through the door immediately, like, before it closes? Nope. Door closes immediately.
Air pressure level decreasing.
So much for that. That didn't work.
Air pressure level increasing.
What the? No, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? What the actual shit? What the actual shit? Okay, now we're unpressurized. You know what? We're just gonna do that for the whole damn ship. Just hold on. Do that again. Oh, are we already unpressurized? The whole thing unpressurized now? Did I do the whole ship? Accidentally? Oh, yep. Part of the ship broke. What the actual hell? How did that... Yeah, I should probably be holding on for the whole thing, because who knows what's pressure and what isn't anymore. Okay, no, we're fine there. Yeah, part of the ship broke here. Open to space now, or no, just the hull? Okay, well, yeah, collect the rod, sure. Yeah, well, the floor just broke. I didn't even know there was a thing. Oh, and that looks like there might actually be a coolant vent. The coolant's venting, that can't be good. That might put us on a timer. Like, there's only so much coolant before the reactor has to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop the floor here. I don't know what exactly it's gonna take to pop the floor. But going past that is gonna be a little problematic. Can I lower this now? Is that a thing? No, there's something else. There's more secured spots here. Okay, but the coolant venting is not a good sign. That could indicate something is seriously broken here. Now, there's no... The HUD's not telling us anything. The HUD might not know, so that's worrying. The reactor blows, you can pretty much kiss the salvage goodbye, and maybe this body. Just push some of this nonsense away. Kind of clipping right now. Okay, burn this too. And I just want to push this floor away if I can. Yeah, here we go. It's moving. That'll help us get the reactor out as soon as possible, hopefully. Okay. This goes to the processor. It should just be a big giant piece. I don't think there's anything else you need to worry about. So go ahead and dump that over that way. I'm gonna pull some other pieces with it, but that's okay. Mainly I just worry about that piece gone. This actually makes it easier to pull some of this cargo away, so that's great. That venting is not a good sign. Come on, just get over here into the barge. Into the barge you go. Just go. There you go. Tie it to your friend there, and away you go. What are you tied to? Just get down here. Just get down here. You're not tied to anything. Just go. Yeah, something broke. I really wish I could patch that, because that seems like that could be a problem.
Salvage registered. Transferring credit.
Can't move this just yet. Tied to something here? Don't see where it'd be tied to anything. I think it's... no, not there. Can't be tied to there. Can it?
Salvage deposit.
I wonder if all these are actually tied together and that's causing a problem. Okay, zap this. Zap this. It should disassociate a lot of this. So now I can pull this down. And maybe it's fine. Maybe there's actually like a bit of leeway for how much coolant we can have. Pull you over that way. Same with you over that way. And the explosion there might have actually been very helpful. Might have actually made it so that we can actually like do this properly. It's a cut point. I don't care about the cut point though. All that goes to the processor anyway. Why do I want to cut that? Where is the reactor? Reactor's embedded, isn't it? Crap on a stick. Yeah, it is. Definitely need to pull you away, because that's where the radiation cladding is. You are not pulling that, huh? You refuse. Okay. I don't know why, but you refuse. Try that again. Nope. Too heavy. It's not doing it.
Credits deposited.
Not sure why. There's some trash in here that needs to go. I feel like I'm on a timer. With that coolant venting, there can't be that much coolant. And we know the coolant drops, the reactor has to go. We're just nowhere near the reactor right now. That worries me. Let's get rid of all this stuff. That's the floor that broke up. Not sure why it did, but something worked against us there. And here we go. Okay. So what's connecting this? There's a radiation cladding there.
Material deposited. Account credit applied.
Atmosphere regulator, whatever. Dump it. Now it's all open to space, so atmosphere regulator doesn't actually matter anymore. I keep calling him a deregulator, but no, it's totally a regulator.
Salvage secured.
That way.
Deposited.
There you go. What am I missing? They're showing me damage, that's fine. I'm missing something here. Something's connected here. Maybe it's connected from above, but that'd be weird. Sure, we can look at this. Oh, you know what? There's also the railing. Probably the cargo rails to move these things in the first place. I'm gonna cut everything we can here. Something's got to work for us here. Anything to try to get the reactor out, whatever that manages to be. That's got to be first. I mean, I want to take the thrusters out too, but right now the reactor could be on its way out. And just they're just not telling us because we should know, I suppose. There's the railing. Not gonna worry about that right now. Okay, that's going. That's a good sign. Just cut everything. If I need to cut everything, then it goes. Okay, that's not what I wanted, but I'll take it anyway. There you go. Did I do that wrong? I did that wrong. Try that again. Just pull you away. You were doing so well. What happened? Still tied to... Oh, yeah, you're still tied to, like, an cell and everything else? Alright, well, let's go to that. At least there's no fuel parts here we need to worry about. That is buried in deep, though, isn't it? How the actual hell? There we go. And one more over here. There we go. And that is actually a sensor array, but it's not going to go in the processor. Lift it up. Be able to get a good bead on, like, right there. So that is a big part, isn't it? That's probably not going to all go together. Some of that goes in the furnace, some of that goes in the barge. Like, we got a whole bunch of stuff here. Okay, disconnect then. We don't need that to go somewhere just yet.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
The armor plating goes in the barge. Okay. I don't think I can lift that myself. Let's put it on the jack over there. Oh, okay, there's multiple pieces that need to be separated. Got it. There we go. Up and away. And then disconnect, and then tie that down to the barge. Still don't see a good way to get to the reactor just yet. A lot of the cargo's shifted a little bit. That's fine.
Salvage
Where is the
accepted.
reactor in here?
Credit applied.
Be right behind the power cell there, right? Yeah, okay, the coolant's going over there. No, isn't... No, that's the reactor there. Okay. That's what we need to remove. Don't worry about the coolant. I mean, the coolant we should definitely worry that it's going to eventually run out. But don't worry about it now. There's still more pressurized areas. Yeah, that airlock's pressurized. That's unfortunate. Get over to the other side. We need to disconnect everything we can. As much of this as possible. I don't really know what's connected to what right now, so just remove everything. We definitely need a clear shot, if we can get it, for the reactor to fall into the barge. Whatever that takes. Oh, shit! Shit! There goes the coolant pipe. Without the coolant pipe, the reactor's not going to get coolant. That could be very, very bad for us. It's not complaining about it yet, but it might soon. Hasn't complained about it yet, but I mean, maybe it was already like a worry. I don't know. The coolant already popped. Maybe that's nothing. Maybe we're not on actually on a timer. We can only dream. We can only hope. Kind of a clear path a little bit. So if I go the other side, oh, there's a connection point there I missed. Hold on, go back for it. So I guess the sparks ignited the coolant. Must have. I don't know what else would have done it. That's gone. There's a part here. Okay, everything else should work.
Processing object. Applying credits to account.
Maybe that's the way to do it, though. Maybe the coolant doesn't actually start the reactor meltdown unless you actually like pull it purposely. That's got to be a bug. There's no way that makes sense. Pull large sections of this away, which is great. We're starting to get a path that we need here.
Processor deposit.
I mean, really, the reactor's just gotta go.
Credits awarded.
There's the reactor there. What about thrusters, though? There's probably thrusters. Yeah, there's thrusters right there. If we can pull these thrusters out, these might still be active with a power in here. Unpowered. God damn it. It's too late. Something was already disassociated that we can't do it. That's too bad. Crap. Thrusters are gonna be real hard to remove now. Yeah, we tried blowing them up before. It doesn't work. Obviously, because, you know, you shouldn't blow things up. Well, crap on a stick. It's really hoping it wasn't too late, but possibly by by cutting the coolant, I think that may have accidentally cut the power that we needed to their thrusters. That might be an issue.
Object processed.
Thought it goes to the processor anyway, right? Yeah. So I just need to get out of the way. There you go. That goes that way. Okay, well, we have a path for the reactor to take down to the barge, so that's good. Coolant pipe is already dissociated. We just have to actually get to the reactor. How are we going to do that? Popping popping the airlock on the other side isn't really going to help us. I can take the cladding off. Hold on. There's a reactant.
Processing valuable deposit.
Not fuel.
Credits transferred.
Reactant.
Salvage goal cleared. Rewards allocated.
I don't quite know what that means. See if we can take off. What do we want to take off? I mean, the backside would be something. And if we can't take these off, what are we going to do? I guess we could burn that part? The fuel pipe? Except if there's actually a reactant in here, we don't want to do that with the reactor attached. I can't tell if there's actual reactant in these pipes right now. There might be. Yeah, but these are unpowered. Yeah, thruster ejection switches are all unpowered, so I can't do any of that. God damn it. Now, we broke our rule. We went for structure when what we actually should have gone for was thrusters. But I was worried that the reactor would be in big trouble, but it turns out not so much. I take you down to the barge. There you go.
Your oxygen reserves are low.
No, you're not wrong.
Note
You're
that
not
excess
wrong.
carbon dioxide can cause
Salvage
damage.
deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Brake just needs to be a little bit better. Okay, get me the fuel. Oxygen. I might as well patch up my suit.
Stabilizing.
Actually, no, my suit's fine. Medkit, though. There we go.
Have a nice day.
Okay. This reactor's got to go, though. Like, I think that's got to be next. If the thrusters are already, like, in trouble, then that's just how it is, and we'll need to deal with that later, but we definitely need to pull the reactor right now. Otherwise, who knows what kind of trouble we're going to get into. Especially with the coolant already leaking into space here. Alright, so how do we do this? Well, there's a thermal spreader there. That's going to have the ion I want. But let's pull the reactor first. How did I do this last time? When I did it in a hurry, kind of just took off pieces and just hope it worked. The problem is the piping wraps around towards the bar, so we kind of need to lift it up. That's unfortunate. Alright, so we need to go ahead and do this then. Okay, don't worry about the airlocks. But this part of the roof here looks like it's separate than everything else. if that's true, we should be able to lift it up out of here. Make sure I'm not accidentally cutting any pipes, but I think we're fine here. Yeah, cut this. And, you know, I'll cut these two. I don't think this actually ties into anything we need right now, but it couldn't hurt. Okay, then don't cut those. I think there could just still be a reactor in it, so we definitely want to cut those from far away. We're probably going to have to cut them to get the reactor out, but we'll worry about that later. Okay, this does seem to lift up. I'm going to use my own thrusters here. Okay, very light piece. Fantastic. And away you go. Gonna knock anything else aside. Oh, we got an antenna there. Alright.
Processing
Dive that into the barge.
Applying credits to account.
Pull you up a little bit.
Salvage deposit registered.
Only goes so high
Account
here.
credited.
I backed into a jack. Don't go in there. Go over there. Okay. This reactor should pull straight up. I'm gonna need you out of the way. Kind of in my way right now. This whole thing, maybe even the armor plating, just needs to go away right now. Sensor tower down.
Valuable object accepted for processing.
We know the armor plating is a little heavy.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
This is the first time we've seen... I think this is the first time we've seen armor plating. I don't remember seeing it before. It's weird it's only in certain places and not like the entire ship is armor plated, but maybe there's like the critical sections. Though still, it seems like you'd want to protect the reactor. Just saying. It definitely does not seem like the reactor is protected very well here. That is not separable right now.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
Oh yeah, we've got a lot of junction points in there. Okay. So we probably want to pull this out. And this ship looks like a mess right now because I'm like half-assing it here. It's most unfortunate. Go towards a jack or something, will you? Just get out of there. Just get pulled. There we go. And then go towards the processor. There's no easy way. Now, if I pull that, this right here needs to go, I think.
Processing. Credits deposited.
Along with whatever this is. Is this tied to anything? This is totally tied to some stuff. What is that? Oh, it's another one of the bunnies. Bunny character collected. Already have some of those. What the hell? I think I have like 7 or 8 of these now. Oh, you know what? Some of these are connecting the rail system, which I don't really care about right now. What I care about is the actual... Oh, but the rail system's also holding the ship parts together, isn't it? Totally is. Okay. Well then, that needs to go. That's done. Go ahead and pull you off as well. There. And there. The middle area of the ship's kind of free-floating right now, which maybe works out for us. Definitely got the rail system gone. That's the rail system disconnected. Don't see any other connection points. The airlock's still connected, but that's okay. So this should just move now? Yeah, there we go. That'll help. I still need a clear path to the barge, and I don't feel like I have that yet. You should just move that way. Don't know what you're actually connected to, but you're twisting towards that way, so I'm presuming it's working.
Credits deposited.
That should work too. There we go. This should lift up. Yeah, there we go. That's much better now. And you go to that processor, because the other one's kind of busy right now. Same here. Maybe tie those two together. Don't know if that's actually going to work, but it's worth a shot. Okay. Really, the airlocks are my main concern right now, aren't they? Airlocks, I think, are going to be my main obstacle
Processing valuable object.
to getting this reactor
Credit
out.
awarded.
Maybe not. I might have a clear shot. I'm just a little worried about pulling the airlocks out because I know they have air in them. Okay, I lost some panels. Big deal. Compared to the size of the ship, that is actually no big deal. There's rails on this side now. Okay. Right. Apparently we're not actually timed for the reactor. Coolant or no coolant, it seems to be stable. Make sure to turn you. Turn you. And I don't care about... Oh, you go in the barge. You know what? That's probably gonna burn me for another part of that, isn't it? It's okay. Yeah, go down the barge. You've got something I could possibly use, but I'm not gonna worry about it now. Anything else connected there?
Salvage deposit confirmed.
No, no, it is
Applying
not.
credit.
Okay, get out of here. It's all gonna go to the processor. So right in there, please. It's gonna be a little slow pulling it first, but then the rest of them should follow suit. Yeah, that should tie together. Okay, so then you go connect to you.
Tether supplies are low.
That should all just pull, right? Theoretically, yes. Looks like it's working. There, tie that together, and then I'm gonna go ahead and pick up some more tethers, maybe some more oxygen too, why not? We need a shit ton of these, especially to make sure the reactor actually gets pulled out.
Deposit accepted for processing.
As long as the reactor doesn't blow, we should be fine.
Welcome to Vendatron 9000. Thank you for your purchase. Thank you for your
Tethers restored.
Okay. Just a few red tethers, but that's okay. Oh, that actually got a little bit too red there. Okay, so it's not actually tied to anything. Go that way. Still red. Tie that one over. Tie that one over. See if that works. Just don't want it falling into the furnace. That'd be sad.
Processor deposit accepted.
Yeah, so we're doing okay so far with dumping stuff in the processor, which is great. It'll be a very busy processor over there. Actually work, or is that tied to a bunch of cargo? That looks like it's tied to a bunch of cargo, so that won't actually work. Alright, disconnect that. Let's not worry about the cargo yet, though. We still gotta worry about this.
Salvage goal met. Rewards will be paid.
Okay, I think we pretty much have a clear shot. Not totally clear, but clear enough to possibly work. Alright, so we need to pull this up.
Object processed.
Yeah, how's that gonna work? The cladding's right there. Pull that light off. How is this gonna work?
Salvage registered.
Got a lot of
Transferring
pieces
credit.
tied to this. Who knows what the reactant's actually like? So usually it's going to be connected to the mounting plate. We're kind of ignore that and see if we can just pull the structure. We're going to vaporize the structure here. There. Now let's just get these, yeah, these plates out. These just go into the processor. We're not going to be able to pull all these necessarily, but we'll pull a good chunk.
Credit awarded.
Come on, all the way through. There you go. The side ones here. We'll see how the reactor's actually mounted, but we might be able to just pull it right out. We have a lot of time before it actually melts down. Ooh, maybe not. Looks like it was actually not counting down yet, but it looks like it's already been damaged.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
That's a little worrying. Okay, we should back up. Should definitely back up. Okay, so we're gonna pull this. We're gonna pull it towards us. Then we're gonna tether it down to the barge, and it should be fine. Ha 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 ha. Here we go. Here's nothing. It's sparking a little bit. Reactor meltdown is imminent, but it didn't hit anything on the way down.
Reactor meltdown detected. Urgent
Ha.
action required.
Ha!
Salvage
Okay.
goal obtained.
Great.
Additional rewards assigned.
I was a little worried there, which is why I backed up so much, but it looks like we're good. Like we're solid. Now, of course, we still have to worry about the piping and the coolant and all that other garbage, but for the most part, all the hull seems to be fine. We just need to separate some of this stuff
Salvage
out.
secured. Credits deposited.
Okay, that should separate all the cargo, so we can go ahead and drop that down. Down to the barge, that is. And then that part goes to the processor. It's a lot of red tethers I don't particularly enjoy, but it seems to be working anyway.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Okay, the reactor really bothered me the most. Now that the reactor's handled, I feel like we should probably be able to do this. What is that? Oh, that's just boot back,
Valuable
whatever.
object processed. Credits deposited.
Okay, get rid of that. We just have to get rid of the ties to the cargo. Go ahead and separate these out individually. Once that's done, then the hole should just fall away, really. That's all no longer tied together. Okay, so you go and go to the processor. Should spin a little bit of the cargo, but that's okay. Let's tie all that together. And away it goes. Come on, get pulled by the tether. Why aren't you being pulled by the tether? This seems like it wants to stay where it is for some reason. Processor.
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
Just really slow cargo move here, but that's okay. Maybe it's really heavy. Here, tie you together.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
I'm using a lot of tethers for these because apparently this cargo is super heavy. It's all comic books. You know how it is. You know how it is. You gotta get all those comic books done. That's really slow. I don't know why that's so terribly slow. Tethers would just be pulling these things one after another, but maybe like when you tie them together, they're not nearly as fast or something. Gotta account for all the mass, not just the mass of the one object. Actually, that's going a lot faster than all these together. Huh. That's weird. Never really considered that before. That is going super slow. I guess you're not supposed to be watching it. Maybe it gets nervous when you watch it. That's fair. I'm the same way.
Deposit accepted for processing.
Is that actually moving?
Salvage goal achieved. Rewards
It is moving.
allocated.
Okay, great. Okay, well, tie some of this cargo together. It'll all go there eventually. Tie you to you, and you to you, and that should just work. That should eventually all fall down. It'll be great. I know. I wonder if it's not pulling anymore because it's not. Yeah, like it would fall into the processor, maybe because the barge is static and not pulling it inside anymore. Maybe that's why it's not moving. I mean, it is moving, it's just super slow. I thought it'd be a nice little train, but no, it's not a train at all. Alright. Stop. Not working. Well, some of the stuff just fell down. Alright, drag you down. I have to drag you guys down separately, huh? I mean, I suppose that's fair. And now you just go tumbling down. Yeah, okay, so it's because it's not... Oh, actually, you're tied to a rail still? Is the rail still? Oh yeah, that titanium rail needs to be push somewhere.
Salvage
We'll deal with that
deposit.
eventually.
Applying credit to account.
You go down that way. You need to be pushed over here. You're going that way, buddy. Do you like it or not? Oh, we got fuses? Oh, that's right. We have the power generator. We have a whole bunch of stuff inside here we need to actually take care of. I was so worried about the reactor, I just forgot about everything else. But seeing as the reactor did not blow, we have a very good chance to get salvage level 9 here. Very, very good chance. The coolant is over here. This is where the ECU is, right? Yeah, okay. Well, I'm missing the floor for various reasons. So, Newton, you want to go and let me have this? Thanks. Sometimes you just gotta ask Sir Isaac Newton to help you out. Okay, I should be able to just grab these, right? Because now it shouldn't matter. Because the coolant's already, like, it's done its job. This no longer should be leaking. I think it's true. I heard the leak stop. Yeah, there's no longer venting into space, so that's great. So how do we cut this thing? I mean, this whole panel's gonna burn, but I don't think that's a good idea. I probably shouldn't burn it. I need to deactivate this for sure. Okay, let me do this. It's not making a noise yet. It's still not making a noise. Okay, we just time the lights then. There we go. Fuse. There we go. You know what? Maybe I need to be lined up so that I can see the ejection happen in front of me. Still not hearing it though. I thought our audio synthesizer was supposed to be able to handle this. Alright, we still got that one. So there's supposed to be a third fuse somewhere. Gotta be tied to the same area, right? That is definitely garbage. Yeah, see, it's still
Credits assigned.
blinking. Oh, there we go. There it is. Alright, you ready for it? It's gonna be a little faster. There we go. No worries. Okay, great. Then I can yank the power thing out, which is there. And just dump that right into the barge. Okay, this should be fairly straightforward as well. Right, pull you right out.
Deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
And dump you into the barge. There's another one of those, but we don't have too many. Alright, well, I mean, it's done in piecemeal. The thrusters are still gonna throw me, though, I think.
Applying credit.
I don't know what to do with the thrusters. There's gotta be a way to disconnect them manually. Like, if the trigger doesn't work, there's gotta be something we can do. Don't know what it is. This whole thing should just go to the processor, I think. Lost my... Apparently tether doesn't go that far? Apparently tether doesn't go that far. Okay, we'll disconnect it to itself then. I can't do anything with it. Why aren't you moving the processor? You totally moved? Oh, you know what? I probably disassociated because I was probably in the middle of something. Oh, hey, there's light there. There, don't want to penalize for the light. Any other lights?
Salvage
Oh, there's like
secured.
glass in there.
Credits deposited.
You know, I'm just gonna vaporize the glass. There. Glass vaporized, no worries. That goes in the processor, and so does that. I mean, I'd be penalized for it anyway, I suppose, but it's only a tiny bit of glass. I'm not too worried about it. A lot of stuff inside. Can I pull you out? Yeah, you're just a little heavy. You know what? I wonder if it was trying to go past the internal structure there, and that's why it wasn't going to the processor. Okay, well, now you should all go to the processor. There you go. You're separate for some reason. I don't know why you're separate. You should not be separate. You should be tied to your friend there.
Tether levels are low.
Object accepted for program.
You're not wrong, lady, but we're about to the shift anyway. Just trying to clean up a little bit so it's not a complete disaster area when we start up next shift. The lights in there, right? Correct. I mean, it still feels a little bit like disaster area, but we didn't actually have a huge disaster. Like, the coolant evacuating early
Salvage deposit
didn't hurt us at all, really.
Credits awarded.
It got rid of a floor, but really that just made it easier to deal with, if anything. So we did okay. We didn't blow up,
Accepted for processing.
which is really all I ask, is just not to blow up. That's really slow. Do you want to pull a third one over there? I've only got one tether left, so as soon as we're done with that, I suppose we're done with the shift. I might actually be able to tie, say, this thing to there.
Caution. Tether supply depleted.
Now that should all just fall into the processor, and I don't need to worry about a thing. Oops, I just bonked into something. What did I bonk into? Don't even know. Is that actually tied together? No, I think they're actually separate. Oh, that tether's not gonna last, is it? Nope. Nope, that tether is gone. Well, still, that part should go in. That'll be fine. We do have a lot of stuff in... A lot of the internals to deal with. We have the thruster to deal with. One of the radiation shields is gone, and that's fine. Did we have another one? I could have sworn there was another radiation thing in here.
Processing valuable deposit. Credits
I
transferred.
don't see it now. I thought for sure there was one. Oh, I know the thermal coupling. We might as well go grab that. Gonna get the piece of this thermal spell. Let's separate this out first. A little bit of sparking just to make sure it doesn't have the electrical charge. And then right here, let's just get the ion coil. There. And it still goes to the barge. Okay, we'll dump it in the barge then. Hopefully before it explodes. I don't know if it actually is going to explode. It goes to the barge, it won't explode. Please don't explode. Is it the barge? There we go. Well, I got the ion coil.
Account credit applied.
That part went in. This is too big for me to move by myself, so we'll just do that later. Okay. We're good. And we've actually got certification level 16 now, so we can totally get more oxygen. Which would be great. We need more tethers. Since we got a new cert, I think they fill up our tethers, so I don't think we need to buy them. Just go in.
Warning.
I think we're good. Okay, yeah, we destroyed a coolant pipe. That's fine. Destroyed the glass, whatever. Okay, this is actually fairly minor. 0.5%. We're totally going to reach level 9 unless we screw something up majorly, but there's nothing left to explode, is there? Yes, there is. There's the thrusters. The thrusters will totally explode. So we need to be careful about removing those thrusters next shift. We'll totally figure out how to do that.
New certification level achieved.
Hey, gold
License
seal.
upgraded.
Apparently, I'm a marine animal. I don't know why you would do that, but okay, sure. Now those thrusters, man, you need to pull them early, otherwise they're just going to be unpowered. That's just so messed up. Well, we'll need to figure it out.
Good morning, Cutter 9346-52. Lynx would like to share the following inspirational message. The greatest reward in life is the chance to work hard at work worth doing.
Is that, though? Is it? Well, you can't believe that. Thank you for watching. I'm Peace Universe, you're Peace Universe 2, and I'll see you guys next time.